Hi everyone, welcome to today's Uncomplicate series with Freshworks, where we interview one expert and ask them one question to get their insights. My name is Sanjeev and I'm filling in for Praveen, who's probably on a trek somewhere in the Himalayas. We're going to interview Yasasree today. Yasasree is one of our earliest customer success member in the Freshworks organization, and she played a pivotal role in scaling customer success in Freshworks to where it is right now. Welcome to Uncomplicated, Yasasree. Glad to have you.
Hey Sanjeev, glad to be on this show.
So, Yashashree, I want to talk to you about customer success and innovation in customer success specifically, right? Because if you see, customer success used to be an early kid on the block, but not anymore. It is such an evolved organization that many companies start investing in customer success early on. And when an organization evolves, there is room for innovation. So, if I had to ask you, what are your top pointers for innovating in customer success?
Okay, thanks Sanjeev, first of all, for having me on this show. And I think as you rightly mentioned, customer success is not a new function anymore. It's fairly evolved and a lot of companies have started to invest in it much early on, as you said. And gone are the days where you just call customers, check in, do your regular QBRs and all these are what we spoke about a while ago. And as you rightly mentioned, I think it's time for all of us to innovate in customer success. So I will talk about three pointers that I feel are ways to innovate in customer success. The first one being rethinking your omnichannel experience. So yes, I know the minute we hear the word omnichannel, it's highly overrated. Everybody's been talking about it over the last few years, and we've all heard about omnichannel and customer experience. And customer success, if you think about it, is the part of the overall overarching customer experience that you provide to your customers. But what I really want to stress upon here and where we need to innovate is really rethinking the channels in your omni-channel experience, specifically when it comes to customer success. So we all do know that CSMs reach out through email, they have reach out to customers through phone calls and emails, and for a lot of larger customers, maybe you have in-person meetings. But then if we really try to understand where customers are today, and if you want CSMs to be there everywhere where your customers are, we need to rethink the channels a little bit. So if you look at it, you and I as customers are always on WhatsApp. So there are a lot of new age messaging channels. WhatsApp, you have Apple Business Chat, you have modern messaging platforms. So one way to sort of look at is, are your CSMs there in these channels where customers are spending most of their time in, right? And we've sort of piloted this in certain regions, specifically Middle East, where we saw really huge success. It helps CSMs really build this quick connect, have friendly relationships, and very quickly provide solutions to customers, for smaller problems that they have. And it goes a long way in building lasting relationships. So that's one channel that we need to rethink. And of course, offline is a channel I don't think will ever lose its importance. Even after you have a scalable base of customers, you will really need to see how you have that in-person connect with every customer that you have. And I think a couple of ways to do this is, have these meet your CSM days or open office days where you invite your customers over, or have a common place where all your customers get to meet their customer success managers at least once in person, which again goes a long way in building lasting relationships with the customer. So yes, the first way, which I think we could innovate in customer success is by rethinking the omni-channel experience. Moving on to the second point, I think this is mostly spoken about in all customer success forums these days. It's all about product-driven customer success. Now, when you think about it, your customers are spending maximum amount of time inside your product, even before they reach out to a customer success manager or support, or for that matter, anybody in the company. So are we really ensuring that we're giving these like when you have features and core features and functionality, are you going out of the way and also adding functionalities that will ensure that the customer is successful using your product? So let me maybe give you a quick example. Let's say you have a feature or module in your product which impacts the business metric A for a customer, right? So do you have features and functionalities that will actually check how a customer has been performing on that metric? Or if the customer has not been doing great on that metric, are you really preempting and proactively providing help to the customer to check in on what really is not working out and how he can, or how he or she can actually get the desired outcome that he or she signed up for? So that's one way. And if customers are showing signs of risk, are you really providing an easy way for them to reach out to the CSM for help rather than waiting on them to draft a long email and send it your way or to your support team? So these are a couple of ways in which you can think about product driven customer success, which I feel is very critical. And last but not the least, I think my favorite of all, and it's a dream project of mine, a pilot project that I would love to work on, is what I call the CSM assist bot. Now, what I mean by this is, think of it this way, right? If you really look at a life of a CSM, every CSM handles about anywhere between 50 to 200, 300 odd customers in their account book. And if you look at it, there are always certain customers who are at risk. There are always certain customers where they're really happy and it's time for the CSM to take the next step and reach out for advocacy. Then there are certain customers waiting on updates, on feature requests, where you have to collaborate internally and then get back as a CSM, to your customers. So there are multiple, pockets or groups of customers with different actions that a CSM has to take. And imagine this, right? When I come into work and I just open my laptop, assume, using all the AI and bots that we have, if a bot could really tell me, hey, here are the 10 things that you need to do today. First, reach out to customer ABC because he or she is really getting off into the risk zone, and then reach out to this customer today because he's due for a case study approval. So I think if the entire priorities are taken into order and you have certain business rules in place, and if a bot could really tell me how to plan my day out and prioritize my work, keeping the end goal in mind that it is not just one customer or few customers that have to be successful, but my entire customer base that I manage as a CSM has to be successful with us as a company. So I think having a CSM assist bot maybe could be the third way to sort of innovate in customer success, according to me.
Wow, awesome. So that was really insightful and also actionable. So I think that makes it easy to consume for anyone watching this video, right? So for all the customer success managers watching, so to quickly summarize, rethink your omnichannel experience and don't ignore offline methods. There is still some merit in going to your customers and meeting them face to face. And product-driven customer success, it doesn't get the attention that it should. And to Yasasree's favorite project, which I hope she gets to work on, is an AI-assisted bot that can help customer success managers prioritize their work and focus on things that matter the most. So that was really helpful, Yasasree, and thanks a lot for sharing your insights with us. And until we meet again in another Uncomplicated series where we'll invite another guest with another question, this is Sanjeev signing off, and thank you, Yasasree, once again.